Hey everyone, so I thought I'd put together this video today, hopefully to help you learn or improve your dock starting with these 4 simple training ideas and drills that you can do on land anywhere. It doesn't require really any equipment and it really helps me. The reason why is because what I found out when I was learning to dock start is that so much of it is about muscle memory. So I thought that if I can improve myself on land, it's going to minimise all those wipeouts and falls and bad sessions I'm going to have, and they really did help. So I've got 3 techniques on your foot position and landing on the board, which you can do anywhere, and then I've got 1 on the pumping technique as well. So hope this helps, and check them out. Here we go. So drill number 1, tip number 1. I took an old yoga mat. What I did, I drew around my board and I marked my foot position on the yoga mat. You don't even have to do that. You can just take the floor and you can put some markers down. The reason of this drill was for me to practice get my feet in the right position every single time and to get my feet centered on the board when I'm dock starting. I used to find that when I was jumping on, my feet would be off-centered and therefore it would throw me in. So doing this really helped. I did this 100 times and all I did, so basic, was I pretended to jump and land with my feet on the board. So I put my yoga mat down and I jump and land my feet in the right position. Having your feet where you need to be and the markers on the floor really shows whether or not you're going to be offline. So I did literally that hundreds of times. So again, I'd jump and I'd look, were my feet in the right position? If they weren't, I'd do it over and over again until I got that muscle memory down of get my feet in the right position. So that is tip number 1. So drill number 2, you can do anywhere again. It's a bit of a progression from the first one. I did struggle with coordination, so I actually struggled to hold the board and to jump at the same time on the water. So what I thought I would do is I'd grab my board. Again, I did this in my lounge or my garage. Put my hands where they needed to be on the board. And all I did was I again practiced jumping and landing on the board, my feet in the right place. So hold around the board, I'd jump and I'd look, did I get the right place, yes or no? And I did that hundreds of times. So I pretend to throw the board and jump, my feet are offline on that one. So I'll try again, feet in the right place. Awesome. So again, loads of times and practice on that. That really helps out the muscle memory. Cool. So tip number 3 this time. It was to do with jumping on the board again, but this time I wanted to replicate jumping up to the board. The ladders that we were using, the platform we were using, obviously had to jump onto it, which I then found tricky. So I thought by replicating the jump, it would really help. So I found a box, or you can try it with a bench, or even on your settee works. I started with that first. And I practiced as if I was holding the board on the rails, and then I practiced that takeoff, where I push down, and I'll try and jump onto the box and land my feet in the right place. So again, I did put markers where I need my feet to be. I've taken them off now, but that really helped. So as I jumped on, I'd find where my feet needed to go, and if I was on center or off center. So I'd hold the board, I'd then push down as if I was going to, and then I'd make the leap. So if my feet were right, then I knew it was in the right way. So over and over again, I did that for hundreds and hundreds of reps just to get that muscle memory built in. That really helps out, guys. Like I said, that can be done anywhere, on a bench, on your settee, whatever, but seriously helped me as well. So tip number 4 this time, this is actually with the pumping technique. So once I got to a good level and I felt like I was confident jumping and landing the board most of the time, I was then ready to pump, but my pumping was awful. Never really done it before, and I struggled with the coordination and mainly the rhythm of it. So what I did quite simply, I used to stand there in my lounge or in the garage, feet in the right place, what I was doing earlier, and I used to practice that pumping technique. So what I would do is I'd throw my arms up as if the foil was rising. And as the foil was dipping, I pretended, I'd then lower my arms and bend my knees. So I'd literally practice that pumping technique over and over again, okay? Looks a bit odd, but that got me into a complete rhythm of doing the pump. So when I landed on the board, it wasn't new, it wasn't alien. I literally got back up and started pumping straight away. So guys, I hope those 4 tips helped. Honestly, they really helped me out. If you have any questions, then let me know. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. And also find me on Instagram as well. But hopefully it helps, and good luck with the foiling.